Welcome to What is Crypto? I'm Matt and this is Crypto. Today I'm going to be talking to you about some alpha packed meme coins, which coins not only have the strongest communities, but which coins I'm looking to accumulating or own currently, including one alpha pack coin that I think is about to set off a huge trend in the Matt Furyverse. If any of that sounds like it could be for you, like, comment, subscribe. And if you want any of the info quicker, I've got a Discord. It's 100% free to join. So scroll down, click the link and I'll see you there. Alrighty, so first up, just massive shout out to the Momo fam. You guys are absolutely cooking. So not only is the chart absolutely sent, but these are the strongest raiders out there. So shout out to the Momo fam. Also massive shout outs to AWR. You guys are also such a damn strong community. And DJI6930. Three of the strongest communities that I'm looking at the moment. Don't own these picks, but I am actively looking into them just due to the strength of their communities. Now, there's a special narrative that is popping off in crypto that I'm noticing right now. Now, that is Matt Fury plays, and I think Cortex Vortex plays in particular. Now, these are being led by MindFact. Now, if you're not familiar, Cortex Vortex is Matt Fury's new book, and this book is 36 pages and full of pictures. Now, almost all of these pictures has got turned into a meme coin. So the front cover is Beast, and we will cover that one later on. But first of all, let's start with MindFact. Now that is this character here. Now this character is absolutely sending. Now if you're in my Discord, you got into this one at 600k. So congrats to you. At its size, up over a 10x. So shout out to everyone in the Discord, absolutely printing. But why do I like MindFact? Well, I like the narrative of Cortex Vortex. I think Matt Fury coins have been absolute cooks in the past. And we've had coins such as Pepe run up to crazy valuations around that 12 billion mark. So Pepe is the main character out of Matt Fury's book Boys Club. He's had three main books, Boys Club, Night Riders, and now most recently Cortex Vortex. So Pepe ran up to stupid numbers. Bread on Base ran up to stupid numbers, over 2.2 billion. And we've also had Andy, Landwolf, and Hoppy all run into the multi-hundred millions. So absolutely printing. Now, I think that the new book, Cortex Vortex, it is a limited edition release, so there aren't very many copies that have been sold. I think this one is going to have characters that absolutely send. So I've been backing this narrative. Now, MindFact for me is largely because of the team. Now, the team working on MindFact have done amazing things in the past. Hugely bullish on them. I've chatted to the dev a lot. He's a great dude. And yeah, I have high confidence that he knows exactly what he is doing. And it is because I know what he's worked on in the past that I'm pretty damn confident that he is going to be getting some pretty big listings. I know other projects he's worked on that have had MEXC listings, SCAD.io listings, BitGet listings, BingX listings, big listings. So MindFact, clean website, clean tokenomics, bullish narrative, bullish character. I think the artwork is cool. And you have massive influencers such as Crypto Galaxy, who has called MindFact. So super damn bullish on that. And MindFact has been called by a bunch of legends. So Gossipator, Will All Day, shout out Absolute Chad. Sapril, likewise, Absolute Chad. Talk to both of them. Blaney, legend, talk to them. Rashawn Silver, big YouTuber. And they likely have many more to come. Now, I do think the Crypto Galaxy is going to make a video on this soon. And when he does, I think it's going to generate more volume. So bullish on MindFact, bullish on what they're doing. And that ties me into the next pick. So this is actually the front cover. So Beast Seller. I do like this one. Now, the narrative is so damn strong. Front cover characters have all run to hundreds of millions, if not billions, as we were talking about before. Beast Seller is on the front cover and the chart is looking bullish. So called it down here. It's run a clean 10x since then, has retraced and is still putting in higher highs and higher lows. So we have had a nice pullback from 1.1 million, pulled back to around that 500,000 mark. And since then, we are pushing back up. Narrative is really easy to palette. If you want to have a look on their website, you can see other big characters have run to crazy valuations. Why not Beast? The artwork is clean and I have chatted to the team once again. Different team. This is more of a community takeover, whereas MindFact is led by a Chad dev, whereas this is a community of bullish people that are working hard for their bags. So different categories there, but I do like both of them individually. And in that narrative, the other one that I have just taken a little nibble out of is actually Electrogal. So this one, super degenerate. Now, the team is still working. I did send them a message. I have chatted to them briefly, although I don't know them well. Team is still definitely working. I like their artwork. And yeah, this one is under 100K market cap. So if you have Mindfax sending, Beast sending, it's not hard to see other picks in this list start to absolutely rip. So yeah, Electrogle, that's a bit of my sleeper play there that I think this one could actually send. Now, what else am I looking at? Well, I'm looking at stock to meme plays. So SPX 6900, undoubtedly one of the hottest meme coins this cycle, bounced really nicely off support there. So cooking into all-time highs, broke out, retested the old all-time highs, and looks like it's going to continue on up. So where is money going to flow after SPX starts printing? Well, it's going to flow down into beta plays of SPX. So one of these, in my opinion, is going to be US DGen Index 6900. So betting this one rode it all the way up and then all the way back down, held it along, rode it all the way back up. I'm still holding. I do think this one is going to be a massive, massive, massive play. I think the upside here is just absolutely unbelievable. US DGen Index, ticker DXY, that goes well with the US dollar index, which also has a ticker DXY. Narrative is flipping the dollar, which happens at a market cap of 1 billion. So in essence, the narrative is to get to that billion. And at that point, every DXY token will be worth as much as $1 US. So flipping that dollar, easy narrative for retail to pallet. Also, contract is OX69 and ends in 69. So quite mimetic there. Other one in this narrative that I like is NASDAQ 420. So absolute chads, cooking super damn hard. Bounced off a level that makes sense. I actually drew this chart out and it looks like it's almost done perfectly what I was looking for. So yeah, we like to see that. We like to see when charts do what we think they will. Community absolutely cooking, working hard and relentlessly from 1.6 million up to 12 million. Absolutely sent. And the other one in this narrative is DJI 6930. Now the community on this one has been working relentlessly, raiding for their bags. So shout out to you guys. Awesome, awesome work. Now we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So I'm going to be looking at Trashcoin. Now I hadn't heard about this one. To be honest, chart's not looking amazing at the minute. But yeah, everyone was talking about Trashcoin and commenting on my videos saying that I needed to cover Trashcoin. So yeah, look, I mean, it's bleeding pretty hard right now. Bleeding, let's say we're down 85%. If I was bidding this one, I don't own any at all. I'm not too familiar with it. But if I was bidding it, I guess you could look at these levels here, and you could maybe also look at bidding somewhere around there. So look, for me at this stage, it's not something that I would touch unless it had some bullish catalysts coming up and it did wick down into these ranges. Then I could target a V-shaped reversal. Community's undoubtedly really strong. They've been commenting hard on the post. So shout out to the community. I'll keep an eye on this one. You know, I'm going to keep it on my watch list as you never do know. Alrighty, and before we finish, we're going to move it over to base. So talking about Bachi. So Bachi, bullish coin, called this one in the Discord as well, at about 600K. So it absolutely sent from launch. Ran up to around 2.5 mil, and since then it has really been shopping in between 2.5 mil and 1.3 mil. So is looking pretty decent at the moment. Has just had a bit of a sell-off, but I do think this one goes higher as soon as we do break into all-time highs, retest. I think it's going to be continuation on up. So bullish on Bachi, also bullish on Quarka. This is one that is absolutely slept on in my opinion. So everyone was hating Quarka, fudding it when it bled down to around 60K. But what I've been saying the whole time is the narrative hasn't changed. It's the first evolving meme coin on base. Their narrative is helping real life quokkas, which are an animal kind of like a mini kangaroo that live on Rottnest Island in Australia. They are the cutest animals in the world. And I'm not just saying that because I'm biased and Australian, but they're damn cute. So this meme coin evolved. So it was initially a baby, then after milestones are hit, progresses into a toddler, and then after all of these goals are hit, then it evolves into a teen. Now, when it becomes a teen quokka, more NFTs are dropped, and there is talks that it is going to be a rebellious teen quokka, so there might be some degeneracy happening there. Bullish on the chart as well. I do actually like what we've seen. We had a massive retracement, so we did pull back, but community is still strong, narrative is still there, and since we called it back again at its lows, did run up about 400%, has come down a little bit, but I do think it's going to continue on up as long as the market stays okay. And speaking of the market, let's have a quick look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and what the market is doing. So Bitcoin, as you can see in this bull flag pattern, it did break down below. However, we have just reclaimed our key level. So I do like to see that. Really would like to see us over the next few days reclaim this level at around the 116k mark. That for me is key. We reclaim that 116, then we can start talking about laddering on up. So key level to watch out for there. What else am I looking out for? Well, Ethereum for me. I really want to see Ethereum cook, and I'm liking the bounce that we're seeing. Bouncing harder than Bitcoin, which is always good to see. And we can confirm that ETH has been outperforming Bitcoin by looking at the ETH BTC chart. So this has been the most positive that this chart has looked since 2022. So yeah, this is the best it's looked in 3 years. And I am predicting that this is going to come up to, at the very least, retest this support. And I do think we are going to break above it. So keen to see that. As well, I'm looking at Bitcoin dominance. So I want to see Bitcoin dominance go into free fall. Don't know where it's going to end, somewhere in these traffic lights that I've drawn up. So I think the safest area to exit is in the green, higher reward, but higher risk in the yellow, and max returns, but obviously more risky in the red. So I guess you need to ask yourself where you want to be playing, what your goals are, what you want to hit, what you're happy with hitting, and when you should be thinking about exiting the market. But for me, that is not anywhere close at this stage. I'm still fully invested in the markets, bullish on the macro outlook. And just finally, S&P. So that is cooking at the moment. So the SPX or S&P 500, want to see this continue on up. So bullish on that. We have interest rates that have a 76% chance now of being cut by September. And this is usually fairly accurate. So I think there is a pretty good chance that we do see the Fed cut rates in September. So that will have positive effects on the markets. And I do think that is going to be good for our altcoin bags and risk on assets. All right, legends, that's going to wrap it up for me today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also, if you want to join my Discord, it is 100% free to join. All you need to do is scroll down, click the link, and I will see you there. Cheers, legends. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you in the next one.